Excuse me. God, excuse me. Okay, Jackie. Yeah. Greetings, everyone. Just quickly before the next song starts. Yeah. I will accept super chat, but you know, hold on. All righty. Let's just check in and get friendly and get comfortable, everybody. Hold on. I just got to get settled here. You probably noticed I've been making all these squiggles and marks on the clipboards. I love my clipboards, as you know. Before we kind of get started, I wanted to remind everybody that over here at Tarot Lumination, I'm over in Los Angeles, and it's midday here, early afternoon, and I'm doing this show now. I'm trying to do it every Wednesday as much as we can now. Mostly, I'm trying to cater to folks outside of the USA because we have a lot of fun and activity on Sunday night, and it's mostly the USA crowd. But I'm trying to like expand things a little bit. And so I figured out with the time zones and everything, the best way that I can offer right now is Wellness Wednesday. Ta-da! And it's a free Oracle mini micro reading kind of show to try and introduce everybody. And by focusing on the non-USA crowd, we can go, I'll show you on the map in just a moment. So that's why I'm highlighting here, like Fiona's from England, Crafty's from England, Sadia Sadiq is over in Pakistan, Micha's over in the UK. And so if there's anybody here who is not in the USA, please keep reminding me on the screen so I can catch up with the list and get everything nice and organized. Now, Jackie, I have a feeling you are in the USA, but let's be honest, money talks. And you threw money in the pot. And eventually, of course, I'm going to open the gates to Super Chat Wellness Wednesday, but let's give it a while. I'm not ready for that yet. I think it'll take a while before we get there. I just I'm just trying to like, do free samplers as much as I can. So let me get back to the screen. I need to check on the screen to see who else might have just showed up here. So let's have a look. Mount Shasta, England. Right. Okay. Yeah. Ashley, the thing is like Ashley with your name, it sounds like you sound so British. Okay. Jackie Sean, you're in Canada. Aha. I guess that okay, let's make a compromise here. Because Jackie, where are you? I'll just put Canada up there because that's sort of like America, but I can see what's happening. You're paying VIP prices and VIP ticket prices to get underneath the velvet rope to get onto the red carpet. I get it. I get it. So let's have a look. Mount Shasta in California, Canada. Right. Okay. All right. So we have a few of us here. Thank you very much. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. There's a few of you over here. Thank you very much. And I'm going to be picking a few names for the readings. And happily ever after, I think you said, can you remind me, type it on the screen, dear Happily? Are you over out somewhere in Europe? I can't remember. But anyway, Fiona and Crafty, and Sadia and Micha, uh, you're all out there. Okay, you're way out there. Hey, all son, sup, dude? Yeah, uh, it's definitely not the USA. No, yeah. Let me go check in with you guys. I want to show you something here. Hold on. Okay, so here we are at World Headquarters, Tarot Lumination. All right, and I was trying to explain, like, I'm trying to do this Wellness Wednesday thing to cater more to like the Euro crowd over here and the Southeast Asia crowd over here, because over the last 2.5 years we've been getting more and more people from abroad. Okay, like like over here in where is it? Like there's Aussie land, okay, and over there is New Zealand. So we have visitors from there. We have visitors from over there. We've had visitors, I think, from Hong Kong, Philippines, over here, all right? And we've had visitors from like South Africa and places. Now today we have Sadia over here in Pakistan, and we've got a few folks over here in the UK, okay? So we're spreading out a little bit, and of course, there's Canada over there, right? Okay, big old Canada, big place, Canada. Canada is really big. I stepped inside Canada once. I was there. I did my Canada thing, and I used to live over here, so I have an affinity and affection for merry old England, and I traveled a lot over here and over here and these places, and I've traveled all over here and all over here and somewhere up here. So but I'm trying to. I want to go around the world. I want to go around the whole world if I can. And right now, the only way I can figure out how to do it is through Tarot Lumination. So Tarot Lumination is kind of like my own personal space bus. There you go. Yeah. Hey, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine, where are you? That sounds like a very British name. Okay. I have the mind. You're from Europe too. Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me a moment. I want to check in. Hold on. I have the mind. So I have the mind. Tell us where you are over there in merry old Europe. Can you type it in on the screen? All sun is from the moon. Yes, for sure. Yeah. Hold on. I'm just checking. I'm trying to watch the chat right now to see what comes in. I'm trying to keep up because there's a big delay, as you know. So Jasmine, I didn't write you in yet, did I? Jasmine Bambry. Hold on. I got to get over here. Jasmine Bambry. I forgot to check you in. Give me a second. I love checking people in like this, okay? Jasmine Bambry. Okay. Oh, we got Debs Chisholm is here. I know you're a Brit. You're over in Essex, aren't you? Debs Chisholm. Greetings, Debs. How are you today? Yeah, I was asking Ashley, where are you? Can you give us a Jasmine over there in Sussex? Jasmine. So God, we have the British crowd. It's a really strong British contingent right now, isn't it? Over there in Sussex, and the United Kingdom. And Debs Chisholm, you're in the UK as well. Gosh, this whole show is being completely dominated by the Brits. Well, you know, that doesn't surprise me. You know, the Brits have had a tremendous impact across the whole globe. You know, pretty much all the financial structures and legal structures that we use across the planet are based on British law. Do you realize that? I know, it's crazy, isn't it? No, it's not crazy, actually. It's because it works. That's why. Anyway, it's kind of an accepted thing. I'm sure there are a lot of people who don't like it that way. But anyway, that's how it is. Oh, look at you, Brits, chatting amongst yourselves. Oh, I used to live over in West Sussex, Littlehampton. Yay. So look at that British crowd. Fiona, Crafty, Meecha, Debs, Jasmine. Man, we're going to have our own British show just for the Brits. Yeah. Ashley, you're in California. Oh, okay. But you sound so British. Yeah. Ashley Yarborough. You know what? Ashley Yarborough. It sounds like a very upscale clothing line. No insult intended. The Ashley Yarborough collection. Yeah. Crafty has found self-love and is now shining bright. Excellent. Meecha, England. England. So I have the mind. Where are you? You didn't type it in. Where are you? It could be anywhere. You could be Moldova, Romania, Bulgaria, Russia, Germany, Norway. Where are you? I didn't see anything come on the screen. I would love to know. If you're in Europe, I want to put you on the little list. I want to put you on the list. You know, I'm trying to create, I'm sort of fudging my way through here, going semi-blind, trying to figure out how to do this list. Okay, because I want to give people these little free mini Oracle micro readings on Wellness Wednesday. I know I'm sure you'll gladly take a reading, Ashley, but I'm trying to go in a priority thing. If I have enough time, then I'll read other people, but I want to start with the folks who are outside of the United States. And right now it's heavily dominated by the UK crowd. All Sun. What is a crumpet exactly? Ah, well, I will tell you something. I will reveal something. Let me reveal something to you, dear All Sun. This is a secret not everybody knows. If you're not a Brit, or if you don't live in England, or if you haven't lived in England and hung around in pubs and gone crawling around hustling in the mating game, a crumpet is a bit of fluff. A crumpet is a sweet piece of fluff. A crumpet is a very desirable female viewed from the male perspective. They would say something like, if they're hanging out in a bar getting drunk and they've spotted somebody over there and they want to pick up that girl, they would say, oh, she's a nice bit of crumpet. Lovely bit of crumpet. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I got that one. That one's mine. That's mine. Nice bit of crumpet. Thank you very much. So that is crumpet according to the British. Now let's get back to the most serious part of the show. Marmite and cheese. Oh my gosh, Crafty. I absolutely adore Marmite. Lashings of butter and raw honey. Oh my God, I'm salivating. I'm salivating. Oh, not everybody loves Marmite, I can tell you. Not everybody. Wait a minute. Come on. I'm looking for, where is Eye of the Mind? Where did you go? Please, dear Eye of the Mind. Oh, you're in the UK too. I just saw it. I just had to scroll back through the chat. Eye of the Mind UK as well. Like, look at that. What is going on? You know, Tarot Lumination is highly infectious. That's probably what it is. Somebody caught the bug and now it's spreading all over the United Kingdom. Yep. Yes. Oh, yes, I think you're right, Nietzsche. I'm sure you're right. It's just that, it's kind of a serious channel, as you know. It's a very professional operation, but I do like to have fun. Fun is a very, very important part of life, and I'd like to share that with you guys. So let's have a look. Okay, let's see. Okay, so over here is merry old England. Okay, look at all you guys. You're from over there. Can you imagine that? All these computer internet connections, and it's nighttime, it's evening, it's a late summer evening for you guys over in Britain, and we're translating and communicating from over there all the way to here. Internet, internet, live, right now. Isn't that amazing? And Sadia is on her internet right now over here. Or she might be going the other way around the planet that way, but who knows? Okay. London, London. So Meecha, I used to live in London for a while. I used to live over in Islington on the ladder. You know the ladder over in Islington? I'm proud to say that I was only assaulted maybe twice, and our apartment was only burglarized once. I felt lucky. It was a scary time when I lived there. I was terrified to go on public transport, but because of all the soccer hooligans, I was absolutely terrified. And when I got home one night, and me and my old sweetheart, we looked at the front door, and it was completely demolished. And it was a professional team of criminals, and the whole apartment was completely and utterly demolished. Every piece of furniture was broken. Anything of value was stolen. Everything else was trashed. And that was the end of it. We decided this isn't working for us anymore. So we left and we moved into the country. Thank you very much. Into the British countryside, eating crumpets all day. We just lived off crumpets. Crumpets, 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 with clotted cream and strawberry jelly. And when we got bored of that, we just slobbered it all with honey. And then another time we did it all with Marmite. And that's how we lived forever and ever. And that's the end. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Meecha. I pride myself on that accent. I can really. Oh, wait a minute. There's someone else is here. Hold on. Hold on. QD. QD. All right. QD is here. Let's just say QD. All right. Shropshire. Shropshire. As far as I recall, Shropshire is very much for the landed gentry. Let me go back and check in with you. Hello. Hello, you over there in Shropshire. As far as I recall, Shropshire is very much a respectable, highly respectable farmland and farmers. You know, where you do fox hunting. I think it's illegal now. And lots of lovely little pubs. You can sip your ale and have your ploughman's lunch. A big chunk of cheddar cheese and crispy homemade bread and a pickled egg and a pork pie. Oh my God. And pickles. Lots of pickles. Oh. I miss the English pubs so much. I want to go back now. Christina Legris. Aha. Uh-huh. All right, let's have a look. Hold on, I got to check in Christina. Hold on. Christina Legris over in Surrey. I have no idea what's going on tonight, but for you guys, but it's a complete UK buyout. Okay, let's have a look. Where are you? Christina Legris. So it looks like we're going to have to do shows that are just for the Brits. Just purely for the Brits, and that's all there is to it. Over in the UK as well. Wow, this is freakish. I mean, seriously, all son. You have to agree, this is kind of absurd. Statistically, I don't know if it's really that important or not, but it seems like it's very strange that there's so many Brits here. And I don't think it's just because of the British language. There's plenty of folks all over. You know, there's a lot of people all over the world who speak British as a second language, ESL, English as a second language, and they do that because it really helps communication. I'm a bit lazy. I was born and raised in lots of different places, and I had the chance to learn French and learn German and learn Spanish, but I realized I can make it sound really good, but I don't really have any memory. I'm not very good at it. So I just gave up on languages altogether. Yeah. So, hello, Christina, over in Surrey. Oh, you probably live next door to George Harrison, who sadly passed away. Sorry. Yeah, I used to drive through Surrey, going back and forth to Bath. I stayed for some time in Bath, England. It can be very posh there. It's also very expensive now. Yeah, I the mine. You Brits love to yell. Okay, you know, it's, if I was there with you guys right now and we were all hanging out in a pub, I would sound totally British because within 10, 20 minutes, a 1 pint and a shot of Bushmills, just give me 1 pint of bitter and a shot of Bushmills, and I would become British. Just like that. I would just change my hat. I'd change my, I would put on a different hat and I would put on a tweed jacket and and a pullover and a scarf, and everything would be fine. You'd never know. Nice to meet you too, Christina. Hello, everybody. Hello, all the Brits. Hello, everybody in Britain. Yes, it's very pricey over in England now. Goodness, wow. Okay, let's go back to the stage. We've got to get organized. Staffordshire pottery. Fiona. Fiona. Another place where I used to live over in England is Norwich. Norwich. And I lived and worked there as a craft potter. On the wiggly wheel, making the clay go up and down and mud splattering everywhere, big fires in the kilns, massive, massive fires, lots of dirt and mud. And then you come out with these beautiful ceramic things. That was my job for a while. It was kind of my career. Yeah, I would love to go back to Britain. I have a few friends there. In fact, I have a sister there. Wow, wasn't it? My sister lives there. My sister lives right there in Cornwall. Because when we stayed there, she decided she liked it and she didn't want to ever go back to America. So she found a fellow and they got married. And she lives there in Cornwall. And I'm way over here, way, way over here. So let's have a look. I'm going to go back over here. All right, now I need to get organized. Let's have a look how we're going to, there's a lot of little oracles here already. So let's just, let's just do this, and thank you, everyone who's over in the United States or somewhere else who's not in the United States. Thank you for your understanding. A lot of us over here in the USA, we already have Sunday Night Live for most of us, so that'll work for now. But I'm trying to do like a professional promotion and marketing campaign by doing this show on Wellness Wednesday to cater for the non-USA crowd, because with this time and this time zone, it fits Europe and Southeast Asia, okay? So there you go. So what we're doing is we're offering these free mini micro oracle readings, except for Jackie, who's just bought hers outright for cash, which is fine. I'm very happy about that. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is I'm going to put up all this list of Post-its here for people who are going to get a little micro reading. It's just an oracle, okay? St. Austell. Oh my gosh. Carleon Bay. I have a feeling I've been there, Christina. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, happily, you are getting a mini oracle reading, okay? So there you go. And let's have a look. Fiona, you're getting a mini oracle reading. Just because you're in the UK. Crafty Tarot, you too, can't write. Crafty Tarot, you too are going to get a mini reading because you're special. Yep, well, you're all special, but you're extra special. But if I said that to you, then everybody would have to be extra special. It's not fair. I know. Sadia. Sadia Sadiq over in Pakistan. You're going to get one, okay? Look, it's already piling up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a few more. Meetcha, you're going to get one anyway. Simply because you are you. Okay, you're one of those one-word pop star type people. You're just one word. You are Meetcha. So there you go. Thank you. Yep. Now, North Devon. Oh, and you have cider there. You got your cider. You got your cider over in North Devon. I know about North Devon. I traveled through North Devon. Isn't it like Cheddar Gorge? In Cheddar Gorge in North Devon? Is that right? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Okay, so Misha, you're gonna get one. Jackie Sean. Well, yeah, let's just do it. Okay, Jackie? Because you're over in Canada. Jackie Sean, Canada. Okay? But you're the exception to the rule. Actually, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put that over here because um, it's a lower, I'm sorry, it sounds rude, but it's sort of lower priority because I got to take care of the Brits first. I got to take care of the non-USC people first. So Jasmine Bambury. Jasmine. Okay, here we go. Jasmine B, you're going to get one. Gosh, I'm almost running out of blue post-it notes. Uh-oh, this is a big problem. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Debs Chisholm, yes, of course. There you go. Got one. Jeepers, actually, I'll put Jackie over there with the other Jackie. Okay, so there's Debs. All right. And uh-oh, that's it. I gotta get some more post-its. Hold on. Yeah. What am I gonna do now? Okay, we're gonna. All right. So you're gonna get a green one. We have to start a pile of green ones. All right, and that's for Christina LeGrace. Christina G. Okay, so there you go. All right, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, let's have to squash these up even more. How about this? Okay. Jackie, I think what we're going to do is money talks very loud, okay? So I'm just going to give you yours straight off the top, just simply because you just threw money in the pot. So everybody step aside, step aside, step aside. Jackie Sean is getting cleared through security right now. She's being allowed to go under the velvet rope and into the private chambers of the Tarot Lumination reading room, where we will enter in just a moment, which is basically this without all the stuff on it, okay? So Alantra, don't worry. You're going to get a reading one day for sure. Just hang out now and again. Come to the Sunday shows. If you're over in the USA, come to the shows on Sunday night, okay, Alantra? But for right now, I'm catering to the non-USA crowd, okay? So that's why I wrote this for everybody so that there's no ambiguity and people hopefully will understand and accept that that's just how it is here tonight for you guys overseas. All right, so we're going to start with Jackie. Let me clear the deck. Now, let's see. I think I got everybody. Okay, so let's do it like this. And we'll do all these names over here like this. Okay, like so, and like so. Can you see the power of post-it notes? Isn't it incredible? I feel so happy to have these little things. They've saved my life so many times, keeping things organized here. Yeah. I'm sorry, Alantra. I don't mean to. I, don't worry. I understand, Jackie. It's all right. I'm just I'm making an exception, basically. But I understand. So here's the deal. Okay, let's just get back to basics. Here's everybody checked in. I don't think we're going to have many more people, so we'll just leave it at that for now. If anyone else shows up later on, well, it's kind of good luck. But we got plenty of oracles to read here. We'll see how things go. Okay. And I'll put some spare backup post-it notes over here. And let's get on with the show, people. First of all, I got to do a little bit of homework here. Give me a second. I got to get ready. I got to get ready. By the way, before I actually get into this, let me show you something. Where is it? Oh, yes. Here's what I wanted to mention as well. When it comes to the moment for your mini micro oracle reading, please consider that we're using 4 decks, okay? So we're offering 4 decks for today. We have the Psychic Growth deck. It's called the you know, Tune Into Your Vibes deck. It's for people who are struggling with their expanding, growing psychic awareness, things like clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and how it can be very disorienting in your life and very disturbing and throw everything upside down. Okay? So if you're having issues there of spiritual evolution and everything, think of that deck. If you're already totally spaced out and you're actually trying to come back down to earth, you might want to consider the Gaia deck. It's very much about grounding and very practical, okay? Very helpful. If you're worried about lovey-dovey stuff, consider the Romance Angels deck. And if you're struggling with internal issues about ego versus spirit, uh, wars and battles that seem to have no resolution, and it's about your struggle with the self, the soul with the ego with the self, all of that stuff, and you can't resolve it, you might want to consider just letting go. And so then you could consider the power of surrender, the healing power of surrender, the healing power of letting go, how to evolve and grow and adapt through the art of releasing and letting go. So those are the 4 options here today. So think about that. And when we get to your reading, just remind me which deck that you would like, okay? Got it. All right. Now let me do some clickety-click stuff homework here, okay? Oh gosh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do something. Hello, Emma. Give me a second here. Okay. Hello, Emma Jones. Remember a couple of things, Emma. This is, just before we get started, Jackie, I'll be there in a moment. Emma Jones just showed up. Okay, this is Wellness Wednesday, Emma. It's a free Oracle Micro Mini reading, and we're catering to, here's the thing. So just let us know, Emma, where you are, because primarily this show is for the non-USA crowd. I'm trying to branch out outside of the USA. So just let us know, and then we'll get on with it. But you are registered anyway, so there you go. We'll come back later, but right now we're going to read for Jackie. Okay, Jackie, you are up. You have chosen the Power of Surrender deck. It's regarding love, so let's just dive into it and see what happens. It's just one card, but it's amazing what can happen in a reading with just one tiny little card, okay? Okay, so it's all about Jackie right now. So everybody, you can chill, hang out, just pretend you're at a kind of a wild and crazy, bizarre little micro tarot party, especially the Brits. Thank you very much. And we'll get on with it now. You know what happens at little personal private tarot parties. Everyone chats amongst themselves on the side until it's their turn, and all of a sudden you are the star of the show. All right. So, Jack, you know the routine. You've been here before plenty of times. Invite your invisible friends. Whatever the issue is regarding love, it's about letting go. Okay, the power of surrender. So obviously, the theme regarding love is letting go and surrendering, and how to do that. How do we go through and deal with the process of letting go and releasing? I have something that I'd like to offer, if I can remember it, but let's just get your card first. Here we go. I'm just going to pull a card for you from the top. You just have to trust it. Actually, no, I'm going to cut it up. Today I'm going to cut everything, all right? So bless the deck, bless every single card, bless you, Jackie, bless Tarot Lumination, the whole channel, the technology, and everything that we can even do this at all. Here is your card. Surrender to the magic of who you are, all right? Now I'm going to add to this. Surrender to the magic of who you are, okay? So a lot of times what can happen in love and relationship is that we inadvertently, unwittingly, with no awareness, we can give all our power away to someone else or to the relationship, where it's almost like, okay, you might not, let me read this first, then I'll get back to you. Okay, hold on. It says here, we all have magic in us, okay? Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and a worth that comes from just being you. The key word for me here in your little note is worth. Surrender to the magic of who you are and your own self-worth. And if you've been in a relationship dynamic where there is like loss of self-identity, loss of self-respect, and you end up owning all that energy, and like someone, maybe you lost someone. I don't know if it's because you loved them and then they passed away, or it's because you loved and you came together, but there's a parting of the ways. And how do you let go of that? Either way, it's difficult. It's really hard to let go if someone has gone, or you've lost them, or you've been dumped, or you had to dump them, and the whole letting go process. Sometimes we hold on to people and relationships and situations even when we know they're very, very toxic. Okay? I'm sure everybody has had that kind of experience some way, somehow, somewhere. So, Jackie, here's what I'm thinking. Because you know, when I do personal readings, for example, what happens is someone will come in with basically a sense of confusion about what recently happened. Sometimes it's love life and everything good, but it could be anything: finances, health, career, children, pets, uh, psychic experiences, whatever it is. We kind of cover everything here. Um, so for Jackie, in your situation, surrender to the magic of who you are. My first impressions were that you might have lost yourself, or you might have been lost, or you might have, let's say, given away yourself or all your power unwittingly, unknowingly, and you might still be doing that. If you're dealing with like an irretrievable situation, and like you wish you could have everything back, but you can't, and so you end up living a life where you're shackled, okay, by the desire to have what you had, or the bonding that you had, or even if it's toxic. And like some people, when they separate from a toxic relationship, they can't handle it because they're not used to being who they are. And so they kind of end up being drawn back into things. And that's really hard to do, surrendering, the heart of letting go. So you asked about letting go in terms of love, letting go of someone, okay? It sounds like it's kind of painful for you. So if letting go is due to some kind of separation and you're struggling with the separation over here, whether they are still present and alive or whether they are actually gone, it doesn't matter. From this reading point of view, you're still left over here in a questionable state. And my feeling with the card here, the questionable state, is the feeling that comes with uh, having lost a sense of your own uniqueness, your own identity, your own self-worth, your own power, because you might have been so immersed in a situation, in a love, in a relationship dynamic, for better or worse, a loved one, or an abusive one, or a mixed up one, because sometimes we have bits and pieces of both. And then when it's gone and you're left here basically on your own, it can be very disturbing. And you would wish, like, I wish I could let go of this thing, because this is like a haunting. It can be like a haunting, and it ends up being stuck with you, even though it's not actually there. So I understand the best way to do that is to come back to the self, 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 okay? Something like this. Okay, just pretend I'm saying it now like I would say it to myself, but I'm saying it so that you can like recite this to yourself. Okay? Let's say you have loved and lost. Let's just say you've loved and lost, for example, and things hurt and there's pain and the letting go is tricky and all of that kind of stuff. But we have to get back to you. We have to get back to the center. We have to get back to love thyself, okay? No matter what happened. So I'm going to say this little one thing here, okay? I am worthy. I'm saying it for you, but you can say it with yourself. And if I say it to you, it won't make sense. If I say like you are blah, 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 then it'll sound weird when you chant it back to yourself. So I'm going to say it as though I'm you. Okay, Jackie? So just imagine I am you now. You close your eyes and close your eyes if you can, and put your hands on your heart, both hands over your heart, and say this to yourself. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am open to receive. I am ready. I am willing. I am able to receive my own worth, my own uniqueness again, to be back with the magic of me. So I'm no longer bound. I'm no longer bound, and I'm no longer haunted. I have the right to be me. I make it my priority to love myself. Okay? So I said that in first person. So I'm hoping that sticks with you. Okay? Jackie, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to do this little micro reading for you, and thank you for the super chat. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to put so next. Give me a second here. I have to put this deck back together, and then we're going to pick the next one. The next one is I just all right. Oh, wait a minute, that's all upside down. Happily ever after. Happily ever after. I hope you're still here. You're up next, okay? So happily ever after, if you don't already have your deck name in mind already, please could you think about it as soon as possible and let me know. I'm going to show you in just a moment. Hold on, I got all my clipboards fell over. All my clipboards fell over. Happily ever after is here. So which deck, okay? Dear Happily Ever After, which deck would you like? something to do with your psychic growth and expanding high sensory perception. And in just the opposite, what about coming down to earth, the Gaia deck? What about love and relationship, romance angels? What about the power of surrender if you're struggling with uh, deep soul issues, okay, and you're having trouble letting go? Okay, so please type it in as soon as you can, happily ever after, and we'll pick your deck and we'll get going. All right, so I'm watching the chat. I'm ready to go happily ever after. I need the response from you about which deck. Please pick a deck. I have 4 that we can choose from at this moment. Okay, so I will take a moment here. You guys can hang out and chat amongst yourselves. Plan your next nibble, your snack, your crumpets, your beer, your pork pies, your toad in the hole, your sausage rolls, your bangers and mash, your fish and chips. Gaia, you've got it. Coming down to earth, okay? All right. So happily ever after, over there in the UK, we're going to pick the Gaia deck for you. And this actually has a little oracle book, so that's kind of fun. Takes a little bit of the pressure off Tarot Lumination. Here is the Gaia deck. It's kind of an old deck by modern oracle standards, but I love it. And he's got a bunch of other decks as well, but this one is really good because it's very soothing. It's very grounding when things are kind of wigging out and you're all over the place. All right, so here we go. Let's have a look. So this is for you, happily ever after. All right. Cards are well shuffled in advance, but I go to the last second so that you're a witness. You know what to do. Huddle up, get yourself all cozy and comfortable, and relax with your favorite beverage or whatever you're doing. Cuddling up with your pets, sitting on the sofa, lying in bed with your smartphone, however you do these things. Here is your card. Attachment. Okay, so it's a very beautiful card. Can you see it? I know it's an awkward subject matter. It's about letting go, restriction, and fear. So I don't know if you can see it too well from here, but can you see the expression on her face? She's obviously distressed, okay? And entwined. It's so easy to get entwined in our own confusion, our own mishaps, other people's energies, and we get lost. Everything gets tangled and tangled and tangled. And then we have to untangle and untangle to get back to the self, to get back to selfhood. It's so easy to lose the self. And that's why I focus on this channel about love thyself. Okay, so I'm going to read from the little book, okay? And that's all. It's going to be very simple. You just bear with me. Attachment. Okay, so heavily after, this is for you. Okay, dear happily ever after. You believe that you are in a situation that you cannot free yourself from. You may be afraid to let go and walk away because of a deep sense of duty, commitment, or guilt, or all 3 combined. Perhaps you feel that you will hurt or disappoint someone if you let go. Perhaps you will. Whatever the reason, you feel that you have no choice but to stay who you are, how you are, and where you are. That is very suffocating, okay? The emotional attachment is great, and the fear is overwhelming. The fact that you have picked this card today is not a coincidence. The message is clear. You are being encouraged to face your fears. Do not listen to that fearful voice any longer. Beyond the fear is a space of love and light which is guiding you and urging you to break free. Trust. Initially, there will be some upheaval, but eventually all will turn out well for all concerned. You owe it to yourself and others. You deserve to feel light and free. So summon the power of love within you and ask it to guide you and give you the strength to do what you know is right. Oh gosh, I have a feeling this is a very, very awkward awkward situation for you happily ever after. You know what happens when we get in relationships, especially if it's a binding relationship, especially if it's a contracted relationship like a business contract or a marriage, or you're living together, or there's like spouses and kids and money and mortgages and joint finances and all that stuff. Everything is deeply, deeply entwined, okay? And then you discover after a while, like, oh my gosh, okay, so this is the life I have right now, but this is like, this is not healthy. This is not good for me or anybody. But because of three-dimensional, conventions here on planet Earth that we all have to deal with, this sense of attachment, some of the trickiest things that I've noticed is that people are scared about the carnage or the pain or the suffering or the condemnation about what happens when you detach yourself from something that is no longer yours, something that you have outgrown spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, no matter the contracts, the obligations, and things that were set in place. And then you can be, seriously tortured and tormented with guilt and shame for all of that stuff. And so you stay bound, and it's your trap, okay? And the fear, in other words, the fear of breaking free. In other words, what happens if you do try to break those chains? What happens if you do liberate yourself? Okay? Is it frightening for you? Are you in danger? Are you putting yourself in danger? Are you putting other people in danger? All of those things. But nevertheless, with this card, the important thing is to recognize that that pattern is there. And you wouldn't have had this card unless the issue was so dominant, so prominent, that you needed to hear this in a very, very kind of blunt way in a public setting with witnesses. So everybody else heard the same message, okay? So in other words, it's impossible to deny this situation right now. As uncomfortable as this might be, it's very important to get to know this stuff. On Tarot Lumination, you've got to reveal it to heal it. If this is not revealed to yourself, you can't heal this stuff, okay? So I hope you see this as a gift and as a blessing, a little tiny micro blessing, and then you can go from there. It takes a huge amount of courage to release yourself. It takes a huge, huge amount of courage to liberate yourself from attachment. So you're in a really, really good place, happily ever after. I'm sure there are other people here who would be happy to, let's say, support you in the process of detaching from the attachment. Okay, it can be extremely hard to do, just letting you know. I get to deal with these issues all the time on the channel in private. Okay, so yeah, at least we get it out there. Okay, it's now out in the open. That's the most important part about this reading, is that the subject, a very awkward subject, is now fully in the open. Okay, so let's have a look. Before we get there, who's next? I need trying to do this timing on the screen. Let's have a look. Sorry, it goes this way. Fiona. Fiona, you're next. All right, so I'm going to shuffle up this deck. And hey, Elizabeth. Hello, Frittilly. Hello, Ivona. Hello, yeah, it's the Wednesday crowd. This is for the Euro folks, okay? I just want to say hello. Hold on. Hello, Ivona. Hello, Frittilly. Hello, Elizabeth. This is the Wednesday wellness thingy that we're doing now, mostly aiming for the Euro crowd and like, the Kiwis and the Aussies and the Philippines. And we also have Sadia here from Pakistan, okay? And she's going to get her oracle in a little while, okay? So that's Tarot Lumination over here. I'm right here at the end of my fingertip. If I can get it just right, okay, right there. We're broadcasting from right here on Venice Beach. Right there, okay? See if I can do it better with my other hand, okay? It's right there. Right there. That's where Tarot Illumination is broadcasting from right now live. So you guys are like, what, 6,000 miles away, okay? All right, let's get back to business, people. We got work to do. All right, Fiona, let's have a look. Which deck is you going to have? Fiona Huxley, Psychic deck. Okay, thank you, Fiona. So we're going to go for the Psychic Vibes deck because obviously you're having issues dealing with high sensory perception, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, your extrasensory perception. It can be very disorienting at times, but again, don't worry, you're at the right place at the right time with the right people. Very cool. Thank you for being here, Fiona. I've just got to clear this deck. Give me a second. All right, that's enough for now because we'll shuffle that later in case anybody uses that deck again. All right, so we're going to use the psychic vibes for Fiona Huxley. Fiona Huxley over there in the jolly old UK. Hey, for the Brits, hey, Elizabeth and Ivona and Frittily, I just wanted to show you these, and Websy's already checked in. Let me just put you on because I love, you know how I love to get everybody. I like to take a note of everybody. Elizabeth is here with Katya, no doubt. Frittily, I already got you, Frittily. Ivona is here. Ivona Kokolka. Okay. Greetings. Just saying hi. And here's everybody else. As you can see, look, we're overwhelmed with Brits. We're just saturated with Brits today. And over here is Sadia. Where's Sadia? Sadia is over there in Pakistan, so we'll get to Sadia soon, okay? All right, Fiona Huxley, here we go. Thank you, Frittily. It's much appreciated. I just love seeing those super chats fly onto the screen. It's fantastic, okay? I know, it's weird, isn't it, Elizabeth? I love lists. I conduct my whole life through lists. Without lists, I don't know how I would survive. I use pads and pads of paper every month just on making my lists. Well, that's nothing to do with my clipboards. Do you know how much paper I use on my clipboards? Oh, astrodoodles, monthly reports. Oh, whoa. Sunday Night Live, Wednesday Wellness. All right, Fiona, this is it. You know what to do. Get comfy, get cozy. By the way, Fiona, let me just share this with you. Hold on. I have to do this again. Sorry. It's very recent. Okay, give me a break here. So, Fiona, this story is for everybody, but I'm telling it to you because you're the first person tonight who's picked the Psychic Vibes deck. So I don't know if you remember, I think it was just over a week ago, the moon was in Scorpio. Okay? Think about that. Okay. Moon was in Scorpio, Neptune was in Pisces, and a bunch of planets in Cancer. You know what that means? And it was a very tight alignment. It's called a grand trine, a grand water trine, okay? So that's already triggering a lot of psychic, emotional, intuitive, spiritual power, right? Now on top of that, there was a beautiful sextile, double sextile with Capricorn. So it's called what's called a kite, okay? Because on the charts with sacred geometry, it looks like a kite, okay? And I knew that was a very special moment, and I marked it on my personal calendar. And lo and behold, guess what happened? I sort of forgot about it, but it was in the background thinking, okay, this is the couple of days of Scorpio moon, and we have this grand kite in water. Wow. Supported by all the earth. Wow. So I was breaking up a show, breaking down all the stages, cameras and lighting and everything. I was exhausted and I was really sore and aching in my shoulders. And I took out 3 aspirin and I just slapped them down on the stage, ready to go. And I was just ready to, I was going to get them in a minute because I had to clear up some other stuff. So I turned around, shuffled up a few bits of paper, arranged the staging and everything. And when I turned around, let me show you. Actually, I have to do this. Hold on. Stay there. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Just give me a moment. I'll be right back. All right. To make a better demonstration here. All right. So can you see this? This is 3 little aspirins, okay? I took 3 little aspirins like that. I just slapped them on the stage, all right? 30 seconds, a minute later, I turned around to do stuff, and each of the aspirins, I can't actually do it, but they were all lined up. They were standing vertically like this, okay? Each one was standing vertically like this, in a row with a T shape. So I don't know if you can see it. It sort of looked, oh, I don't know, I can't do it, but basically all three of the aspirin were tipped on their side, sitting on their side like this, okay? In a very, very precise arrangement, like a little triangle. I mean, how do you explain that? I think of it as telekinesis. You saw the video. Thank you, Fiona. That was freaky. And on the same day, okay, the same day, let me show you. I have a little kitty's disco ball light so I cheer myself up sometimes when I go to bed. I know it's ridiculous. Just stay there. Hold on. Okay, don't laugh, people, but this is real, okay? I have this little disco ball. It's just a little disco light here, okay? That's all it is. It's a little fun party disco light. And sometimes I play with it. It's very simple. It has switches for on and off, okay? That's all it is. A few batteries and then underneath, and that's it. So on the same day that we had the aspirin telekinesis thing, this happened 3 times. I left the staging area and I went into the kitchen, did some little brief chore, had a glass of water, and I came back and it was on. And then I switched it off. And later that evening, the same thing. I went back to the kitchen. A couple moments later, I came back and it was on again. And then it did it again. And then I switched it off again. I thought, okay, that's it. This is freakish. Totally freakish. But I think it was Fritterly who was reminding me, it's just a little message, Tarot Lumination, just letting you know that spirits are all around you. It's true. Yeah, it's a little kitty's disco light. Yeah, it's for little children. But it's fun. Keeps me happy now and again. Let's get back to work, people. All right, so Fiona Huxley over there in jolly old England. Yes, Fiona, they were trying to get my attention and they actually got my attention. Sadia actually saw the video thing. Good. Yeah, that was freaky. I think it must have been a week or two. It must have been like a week ago, maybe 10 days ago or something. All right, Fiona, let's get your card going. Get comfortable. And everybody enjoy yourselves. There's only a few here now because you already know that your names are picked. And if you're not going to get a reading, I understand if you disappear. Don't worry about it. Okay? We'll connect on another way another time. If I sound very kind of gentle and frail and weak in my voice, it's because I am. I've been doing lots of reports and lots of readings, and I'm trying to be very careful so I don't burn out, okay? And then I'll chill for the first week of July when things go quiet, all right? So Fiona, here we go. Bless this deck, bless every single card, bless yourself. And I would highly recommend, again, getting comfortable and put your hands on your heart. Or if you want to, well, just leave it like, yeah, let's just do it like this. Okay, here we go. This is your card, okay? Fake it till you make it. Of course. This is classic Tarot Lumination lingo as well. About all the magic, the happy, the sad, how to deal with all this information. You know what happens, like, let's just say, Fiona, like you're starting to get more and more high sensory perception. Have you ever heard of Barbara Brennan, for example? You can Google her on Amazon and get one of her books. She's one of the earlier pioneers in terms of explaining these phenomenon of high sensory perception from a healing perspective. I'm not talking about psychics and mediums. I'm talking about from the healing perspective, where you consider the energy of the great beyond, the healing power of love as a true phenomenon, okay? And if you're starting to tune into that more and more, it is like a universal force. Let me read from here. Let me get the little book for you. Now, if you are Okay, let's just read it and then we'll talk a bit more. Just give me a second. Fake it till you make it. Okay. Especially if you want to expand your psychic phenomenon and your ESP once you've had a taste of it. If you've had a taste of it, like I've had many tastes of it, all this kind of stuff, like with the aspirin and things, things like that have been going on my whole life. It's just like it still catches me by surprise. Okay. I used to be a consultant for psychics and mediums, and I worked on a TV show for psychic and mediums as their technical advisor. It was very weird, and I highly recommend not messing around with Ouija boards. Okay. Anyway, a terrific way to access your sixth sense immediately and get your psychic engines up and running immediately is to apply her name is Sonia, to apply her favorite psychic rule. Fake it till you make it. That's right. Pretend you're a psychic and trust your vibes implicitly. Seriously, charlatanism. We're promoting charlatanism on this channel. No, it's not. It's true. You really do have to fake it till you make it, till you get tuned into the process of actually tuning into the process. Okay? It's a little bit strange until you get more and more used to it, but you can train yourself. You can actually train yourself to do this. All right? So give it a try. If you were psychic, what would your vibes tell you about your health, your business, your relationships, your love life, and especially about what you want to know right now? Let your imagination run wild and tap directly into your psychic system and set your vibes free. You can take this a step further and invent a secret self, a psychic persona, a sixth sensory genius who speaks through you when called upon. I am Tarot Lumination, personally. Okay, but you can have your own. You can have Fiona the Psychic Wonder. Imagine that. You could have your own channel, Fiona the Psychic Wonder, and have a big t-shirt that says H on the front. Okay, so have fun when you create this psychic persona. Have fun with him or her and give him or her an exotic name like the Wizard, Dr. No, or simply Genie. I use sock puppets at times, and I use other forms of puppetry. Okay. Anytime you want to tap into your vibes, pretend that you are incredibly psychic, and then just simply allow your inner psychic self to speak. Don't think twice about what you're going to say or why you're going to say it or how you're going to say it. Just make it up. But do listen to yourself, because even when pretending, you still are tapping into, at least gently, into your sixth sense. It doesn't matter how you open the door to your inner voice as long as you do open it. So fake it till you make it work and enjoy. Fake it till you make it. So it is kind of like, that is actually, you could actually say that's part of a training program if you want. Okay? Fiona, it has been said that you are going to be a channeler. You see, you could be an instrument of an instrument. You're hearing angels and spirits now. That's very good. Start to get used to it more and more and more. You can do that. You can expand on it. You can actually grow this stuff. And it can become like just like a routine thing for you. Also, you can do this with people and pets, loved ones from the great beyond. You can even do it with the living right now. Quite honestly, when I used to work as like a consultant, this was long ago, it was very normal to work with people who are already passed over to the other side. But I got so uncomfortable with that, and I would rather deal with the living in the here and now. So I have a lot of experiences that are actually just like being psychic mediumship, but it is with the living, okay? Living people with living people. So it's perfectly normal to do that. There's nothing different because in the great beyond, there's no sense of like time or past lives, present lives, or future life. Everything is just one endless continuum. Okay, so it sounds like you're already on path, and you just maybe needed some affirmation, getting a little closer. Let's get the next person set up. Okay, and I'll get some. I'll get to so next person. Hold on a second. Okay, so give me a second here. Crafty Tarot, you're going to be up next, okay? Crafty Tarot, over here. I should have given you a green highlight. You need a green highlight. Crafty Tarot, you are up next. So while I'm shuffling cards, could you please consider the deck that you would like? And I'm going to keep an eye on the screen while we're getting everything ready. It's for you, Crafty Tarot. So again, if you need a reminder, here are the decks, okay? I'll just put that there. Crafty Tarot, you are up next, okay? You want the Romance Angels. You got it. You got it, okay? So just hang back, get yourself comfy and cozy, and be prepared for anything. I just have to clear this deck, and then we're going to get your deck, shuffle it up a little bit, and then get rolling with your reading, okay? See, Fiona, you just needed to hear it, okay? If you want to go really, really hardcore professional, you can get training in this stuff. You could go to like the James von Prague School of Spiritual Advancement or whatever it's called. And, you know, they do online courses and things. He's probably the most advanced in the world, and I've met him personally. And there are plenty of people who can do what he does. I can do what he does. You can probably do what he does. It just takes a lot of practice, a lot of work and dedication. And you have to actually start practicing on living people. Okay, eventually, Fiona, you're going to have to like go face to face, one-on-one with individuals. Okay. I just need to finish clearing the deck. Hold on, Crafty. Sorry, I don't do jumpers. All right, so you, Crafty, are going for Romance Angels. All right, fair enough. Let's do this. And it has a little book, of course. All right, so let's have a look. Hey, I see you married. Don't worry, we'll email. We'll sort it out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Mary. I don't think that deck is, has the artist actually finished the deck yet? I thought they were still working on it. I'm really looking forward to having that deck. I just hope I have the ability to read it. Now, just also be very aware, Fiona, if you go for some kind of professional training and certification, it's very academic, okay? It's kind of rigid. And even though, you know, the spirituality of what you're doing with becoming a channeler, you can learn it and you can go through these things. The James von Prague School is catering for someone who essentially has almost no gift at all, but they really, really want to do it. If you're already there, you could consider other ways of training yourself, but either way, you end up having to do a lot of interactions with a lot of people. There's no substitute. You basically have to do a lot of readings with a lot of people. That's probably, and actually thinking about it, that's probably the most affordable way to do it. It's just that how do you get started? Okay, fake it till you make it, but you know, just offer your services to free to people so you can train yourself and just allow them and let them know that you're in training, okay? And you can go from there and you can build up your skills. It's just like building a muscle. It's just like training. Instead of going to the gym, you go to psychic training camp, you know? It's something to consider, Fiona. Just another thing, if there are other avenues and portals available to you, like you can go to psychic events in your town and things like that, and you want to do person to person, that's one way to go. You have to understand, like, YouTube is now completely and utterly flooded with tarot and astrology and psychic stuff like that. And a few years ago, it was only just a handful, but it's completely flooded now. So there's a real challenge in terms of getting recognition and following and growth and all those things. So consider multiple, strategies, okay? Oh, Crafty does it on Instagram. Wow. Yeah. All right, Crafty, here we go. So get comfortable. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't flip that card out. No, we didn't. Okay, good. I'm just going to keep going. One of the reasons I like doing the tarot and the astrology is because it's measurable. And the tarot cards keep me very centered in the present moment with living people. Even though I sometimes do connect with those from the great beyond, I prefer to stay in this three-dimensional plane. Here is your card, Crafty. It says here, reconciliation. Okay, that sounds like a big word. It sounds very sort of, amorphous, but it's actually, it can be a very challenging thing to do. You've probably already figured it out just from one word, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, okay? Now, this could be in a three-dimensional aspect, or it could be in spirit, okay, Crafty? Hold on, I'm just gonna get there. Here we go, reconciliation. Okay, Crafty. So let me read this first and then see if we have to go into it any further. Here it goes. This card indicates that an ex-lover may be re-entering your life in some way, shape, or form. The first person you think of is likely who it will be. The purpose of this reconciliation is to achieve healing and closure with respect to your past. You will understand more about yourself and see your relationship patterns more clearly. You will also take responsibility for the role that you played in the relationship's, let's say, drama. And once you take ownership, this will free you from the tyranny of unforgiveness. Okay, that's the word that I was going to get to, forgiveness. Reconciliations are ultimately about taking care of unfinished business. This card could also possibly mean making peace with a family member or a friend. Each relationship is a sacred learning experience, so be open to this reunion's lessons and blessings. Ultimately, all healings help your love life and every other part of your world. Reconciliation is a really, really, really powerful tool for clearing, cleansing, refining, purifying, and moving on with your life. Because if there's a lot of stuff that is not reconciled, it ends up like a massive, uh, you know, ball and chain in your life, walking around with things like guilt, anger, frustration, confusion, lack of resolution, lack of understanding, blame, resentment, all these toxic poisons. Reconciliation, uh, almost by definition, includes forgiveness. And of course, as you know, forgiveness does not condone your if you had a role in sort of negative outcomes and they had a role in the negative outcomes, it does not condone your behavior or their behavior. It doesn't accept it. You're just forgiving it. You're blessing them anyway. You're basically saying, yeah, you screwed me over, or like, I'm sorry I screwed you over, whatever it is. But it is done now, and we can't fix that. We're living lives, and however it is now. But you can still forgive. Forgiveness is a very powerful tool. It is part of the process of reconciliation. It's kind of like what happens after war when people go back and reconstruct. And also with the reconciliation energy here, it's a really, really, really good time for this, Crafty, because we have so many planets retrograde. And Mercury's going to flip retrograde very soon. So by the middle of July, July, we've got the eclipses. It's a huge month. It's a tremendous opportunity for reconciliation. All the retrogrades, it's all about going back, review, rewind, reappraise, restudy, do the homework over and over again until you get it right, so that you can come out the other side by the end of the year clean and clear and reconciled. It's hard to do. You can do it. You know what to do. Love Triber, of course. I see your name there. I know you're a list lover. You're a list lover like me. Hello, Love Triber. I'm just going to say hi to Love Triber. It's Wellness Wednesday. Thank you very much. And we're doing these psychic mini oracle readings for the non-USA crowd. So forgive me, Love Triber. That's where all the emphasis is right now. I'll put you over here. Dear Love Triber, thank you so much. I was going to get in touch with you recently, please be prepared for TL to contact you, dear Love Triber. All right, there you are. Thank you. All right, let's get back to the show. Sadia, are you still here? Because I believe that you are next. Sadia. Okay, Sadia, Sadiq, over in Pakistan, you are next, okay? So I will check the chat on the screen to make sure you have the deck of your choice. Let me remind you, we are working with 4 decks today. And they, hold on, I just had the list. I like my list. Okay, so Sadia, which deck would you like? Something to do with psychic growth. How are you dealing with your expanding consciousness? If you're already tripping out, how would you like to come back down to earth? We could use the Gaia deck. If you're struggling with issues regarding relationships and love, we got the Romance Angels. And if you're struggling deep inside with issues, perhaps with family or attitudes or culture, or letting go of a person or a situation or an expectation in life, the power of surrender can help you, okay? It's the power of letting go. It's the power of how to advance and heal through letting go. So just type it as soon as you're ready, Sadia. Type the deck that you would like to use. Type it into the screen, please. Sadia is choosing the Romance Angels deck, and because she's concerned about her Fazi. Okay. Let's have a look. So we're just going to stay on the same deck, okay? Romance Angels. Well, let's just see what happens, okay? Good. Okay, let's cut it all up. Bless you, Sadia. Thank you for being here. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, or at least close. Get comfortable. Bless yourself. Number 1, bless yourself. Ask for the healing power of love to fill you, your life, your body, your mind, your heart, and soul from up above, so that you can be you. Most important here is that you become you. Okay, take care of yourself. Love thyself first and foremost, and then we'll go from there, okay? You know what? I have to shuffle again. Sorry, Sadia, I had to keep shuffling. So just get comfortable. Whenever I see the word worried, I think of myself, because I'm a real expert at worrying. And I actually kind of like to worry. It's like you know how the brain, our human brains are always looking for problems? Because that's how we work. Thank you, Sadia. Okay, good. Okay, so bless you, bless the deck, bless every single card. Okay, get comfortable, get cozy. We're going to cut it up. If I did it again, we're going to do it again. And we're going to be concerned about Fadzi. Okay, let's have a look. It says here, okay, romantic feelings. Aha. Aha. Okay, there's definitely love in the air in some way, shape, or form. Okay, your feelings are real and they are worth exploring. Now, that's about you, but we're talking about a relationship dynamic here. Okay, so let's just see first of all what the book says. Okay, so here's a lovey-dovey, old-fashioned romantic couple. It looks like they're from Europe in the 1700s. Okay, it says here, the stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling in you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of these feelings. Okay? Perhaps you have met someone who has made your heart leap, and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Okay? Yes to your romantic feelings. Okay? Say yes to your romantic feelings. It may need you to take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date yourself, or by making your feelings known. You might, in other words, as a woman, I believe you are a woman, it might have to do the unusual thing where you have to make a very clear indication. You have to make a literally like flirting. Women have incredible power if they know about it. Just this little tiny bits of body language, communication, eye contact, a little word here and there, a gesture, just a gentle touch, and all of a sudden you can release the power. Okay. If you have recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making this happen. Okay? Take charge of making this happen. It's time for you to take charge of the situation. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself a present, or watching a romantic movie. Okay, that's fine, but you can also actively pursue and attract romance. Number one, first affirm that it is already inside of you. Okay, we already have that. We already know that you have feelings for Fatsi, okay? A partner definitely brings these feelings to you uh, and it comes to the surface. However, they were within you already as a potential initially, and you just needed the trigger. The more that you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. You can say it like, on this channel, I do this a lot. I am loving, I am loved. I am loving, I am loved. Let me just do this. Stay there, Sadia. This is for you over in Pakistan. And hold on, excuse me. This is my trippy out meditation thing. I'm going to come back to you. Hold on. Okay, Sadia, this is for you. Now, I'm always going on about love thyself, love thyself, love thyself, okay? Cherish the self, okay? Because you have to own it from inside before you can share it. Well, let's just say you are already a loving person. You already own the healing power of love. You've brought it into your life from up above. Then you can say to yourself, I am loving, I am loved. You can do that, literally. I am loving, I am loved. Because you own the love inside you already. That's why you have to love thyself first. You have to own it first. If you don't own it first, you can say, I am loving, I am loved, all you want, but it's not going to do much. If you own it yourself, love thyself, okay, then you can do that. So you could bless yourself. Okay, so it's almost like you don't even have to worry about Fatsi. It's really all about you. So it's like, I am loving, I am loved. 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 Okay, let's go back. Sadia, you can do that with yourself, just by yourself, okay? To get you prepared, because it sounds like um, it would be so much easier for the other person to make all of this happen, and then you could get the validation without having to do anything. But you are a woman and you have a right to initiate things if you want to. It's okay to flirt. It's okay to drop little hints. It's okay to use body language of some kind, your eyes, a gesture, a movement, anything to initiate and set the thing going, okay, in some way, if it's not already going. And, some people, they need that trigger, okay? Somebody somewhere has to do it. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These would be locations or events associated with things that you love to do, your hobbies, your interests, your fun activities. So if you're worried, okay, hey, 123, I see you. Hey, so Sadia, if you're worried, if you used the word worried, okay? Hold on. You used the word worried. I'm worried about Fozzie, okay? Worry about yourself, okay? You take care of yourself, own it. Bring the healing power of love into your heart from up above. Make sure that you own it so that you own the love inside. And don't worry about Fozzie, okay? You just be you. Be loving, be loved. Be loving, be loved. Be loving in your situation, if it's very much about romance, could be simply, literally like glancing in his direction and making very specific eye contact. Very, very specific eye contact. And then actually making a move. It's okay to do that. We are living in the 21st century, okay? Probably in Pakistan, you might have very, very rigid rules about how men and women have to relate and behave with each other. I don't know. I've lived a life where anything can happen. Women can be complete predators, They can just devour men, eat men up like candy. And men are usually considered the predators, and they just go out there and devour women like candy. But in a loving relationship, you don't devour each other, you empower each other, okay? So just, anyway, let's leave it at that. Thank you, Sadia, okay? So there's your little micro reading, Sadia. I hope that helps you. Next, we are going to go to Micha. Micha, you're up next. So Micha, thank you, Sadia. Thank you. Micha, you're up next. So when you have a moment, well, as soon as you can, type it on the screen. There's a long delay, so sometimes it takes ages for the message to get here, but I'm watching the screen as I prepare the decks. I'm clearing up this deck right now, okay? And you have available to you, we have the 4 decks available to you. You've seen this enough times already, so please pick one. The Psychic one, the Gaia Earth one, the Romance one, or the Power of Surrender. Okay? Actually, I'm going to check in 1, 2, 3, just because I love my lists and checking everybody in. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Greetings. I believe you're over there in, you're in London, right? Even though you're from Norway. Is that right? Ha 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 ha. So I'm going to put you over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to you. We've already got quite a few readings. Let's see. UK, and I think, as far as I remember, you're over in the UK, right? Okay. Micha. Okay, so for Micha, it just said here, what is it? Romance Angels, again. Okay, so there's a high demand for the Romance Angels deck. All right, so we're just using the same deck again. Okay, no problem. No problem with that at all. So you don't have to tell us anything, okay? You can just sit there, Micha, and enjoy being the client of the moment, okay? From the Netherlands. I knew that. I knew that. The Netherlands. I'm just going to say hi. Hello, 1, 2, 3 from the Netherlands. We're over here in Los Angeles. That's Tarot Lumination right there, broadcasting from Venice Beach. Okay, that's Venice Beach. This is Los Angeles. Okay, this thing here is about 150 kilometers. Okay, so there we go. Here we go. All right, Misha, you are up. I have to just double check something. Hold on, I'm going to scroll through the chat for a moment. I got to check something. Yes, okay, you're up next and you're doing the Romance Angels. Got it. All right, let's see. So, Mary, remind me if we have to, because we'll sort it out for that deck. I'm really excited, by the way. Thanks, Mary. All right, Misha, what's going on? You don't have to tell anybody. I hope you're comfortable, Misha. It's all about you now. Romance Angels, so obviously, well, let's just see what happens, okay? Here is your card. Bless you, bless the day. Calling in your soulmate. Aha. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, this is kind of a powerful card in its way, especially with the way we do things here at Tarot Lumination. Let me read it first before we, discuss it. All right, here it is. All right, Misha over in the UK. You, like everyone, have soulmates. These are people with whom you shared time. Hold on, let me do it this way. You, like everyone, have soulmates. These are people with whom you shared time in heaven and in other lives. You made a soul agreement to meet in this lifetime for the purpose of mutual spiritual growth. I'm just going to go on a tangent here. I'm writing that book. It's very slow, but one of the definitions, I had to put in a definition for love, and this is sort of my definition. Love is a conscious, deliberate willingness to go above and beyond your existing comfort zone in order to deliberately foster and nurture and advance your own spiritual healing, growth, and evolution, and from there to your loved one and your loved ones. Just think about that. That means basically love is as love does. Love requires action. Love requires dedication of resources, allocation of resources like your time, your energy, your inconvenience, and having to grow and evolve and become more and more in tune with the really important things in love and relationship. Things like kindness, respect, trust, patience, endurance, willingness, affection, consideration, respect for the individual, respect for your own private time and your selfhood, respect for the other person's private time and selfhood, respect for the relationship itself, understanding that you guys own a relationship together, and so on. So I got pretty serious there, all right, Misha, let's go back. You made a soul agreement to meet in this lifetime for the purpose of mutual spiritual growth. There are some types of healing and growth that can only occur in the context of relationship, preferably a loving, joyful relationship. You have many such agreements with various people who are all your soulmates in this lifetime. They include friends, family members, co-workers, and romantic partners. This card guides you to actively call your romantic soulmate into your life. You can do so through prayer, affirmations, and visualizations. It also means working on yourself so that you epitomize the qualities that you are seeking in a partner. For instance, if you desire a significant other who's got a great sense of humor, develop this within yourself. Like attracts like, which is part of calling in your soulmate. Okay? So it's very, very, very satisfying feeling when you are deeply, intimately connected with a soulmate. You will know what that feels like when it happens. Okay? So it's just, let's say that even if you're attached right now, you're completely commingled with someone else, but it's not like what you would think of as a soulmate. You still have a right and a duty and obligation to call in your soulmate, especially if it's romantic and you deserve romance like anyone else. And there's somebody there, okay? But it does require invocation. Invocations are very important with Tarot Lumination. You could say to yourself something like I did earlier, like I am worthy, I am deserving, I am open to receive, I am ready, I am willing, I am able to receive my true romantic soulmate. And don't put any conditions on it, okay? It would be nice to say as soon as possible, or the one that is right for me. Dear angels, dear heaven, please bring to me that which is mine. Please take away from me that which is not mine. Regarding the matter of romantic love. Thank you very much. Gotta go. All right, that kind of thing. If you do it by invocation, you call it prayer, whatever you want, okay? If you've already met yours in the early stages, that's very cool. But you can't take advantage of that. Okay, if you already got one there and you're in the very early stages, please be very patient. Okay, really, really take your time and always go back to the center of the self. Go back to the center of the self. Love thyself first and foremost. Anytime there's something out of whack, out of alignment with the process, the journey, or the experience, go back to the self. Love thyself. Ask for the healing power of love to fill your life, your body, your mind, your heart and soul from up above. Own it inside you first, okay? Like we were talking about with Sadia. Okay, Mitra, so bring it in. Bring it in from up there. Bring it in. It's out there. We're swimming in it all the time. Bring it in from out there. Own it here, okay? Own it here first. And then be loving. And then so be loved. And then whatever happens is what happens. Okay, because you don't know what's going to happen. But in a soulmate relationship, it is it's like an agreement for mutual soul growth. Okay, sometimes it's uncomfortable, but sometimes it's beautiful. Sometimes, typically, you get both. At the high extreme ends, like some people call it, like twin flames, it can be extreme, where everything is taken to the absolute breaking point of pain, sorrow, tragedy, and loss. And the flip side is joy, ecstasy, heaven here on earth. It is possible, just to let you know. Okay, let's go back to you, Micha. Okay, Micha, I hope you got something out of that. All the best. I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad all you guys are here and taking advantage of all of this. Hey, Path, what's going on? I gotta check you in. I'm gonna check in for Path Traveler over here. Hey, Path, it's our Wednesday. It's our Wellness Wednesday thing. Thank you for hanging out. It's for the non-USA crowd. There you go. Greetings, Path, and Love Tribers here too. There you go. There's Path. All right, Micha, thank you very much. Let's get on with the show. Who's next? All right. Jasmine Bambury, you're up next. Jasmine, so as soon as you can figure out which deck, hold on, I got to shuffle this. I'm going to put the choices. So there's your choices, Jasmine. So I'm going to shuffle up this deck. Actually, I need a tiny bit of a break, okay, if you don't mind. So I'm going to put on a little bit of music. If you don't mind, just give me a second here. right. So, I don't see anything from Jasmine Bambury. If you can hear me, Jasmine, if you're still here, please can you type in as soon as possible. Let us know which deck you want to use. If you've already gone home or gone to bed, I'm not quite sure what to do. I think what I'll just do is give you, because I don't know which deck you want. You know what? How about this? I'm going to put you over here to the side for a moment. Okay, just put you over there, and we're going to keep going. Debs Chisholm, let's read for Debs. Debs, let's put you up next. I don't know what happened to Jasmine. So Debs, can you please pick a deck? Let us know which deck that you want, and we're going to give you your little mini oracle reading, okay? Debs Chisholm, you are up, okay? Which deck would you like, okay? And actually, 1, 2, 3, I'm supposed to give you. Oh, I didn't know Tamar was here. Hold on. I'll check you in. I don't know if I'm going to get to you. I can't remember. Where are you, Tamar? I'm going to check you in over here. So what I'm going to do while I'm here is I'm going to mark 1, 2, 3, okay, for a reading, because I know you're over there. Power of surrender. Okay, excellent choice. Well done, Debs. Takes a lot of courage. Bravo. Tamar Pass, could you please remind us where you are? Okay, so Debs is going to go for the power of surrender. Okay, there you go. It's okay, Debs. It doesn't matter. Whatever you choose is good. I think you made the hardest choice. Nobody wants to know about the power of surrender because nobody likes to get let go. The ego, ourselves, our egoic selves, our identity, the person that you see in the mirror, does not like to lose, don't like to let go, does not like to surrender. Surrender typically translates physiologically and mentally in the body as failure, as loss, okay? Surrendering. But sometimes it's the most powerful thing you can do is to literally, like, you know what? Walk away. I surrender. I give up. You know, like, no disgrace, no loss. Some battles are not worth fighting. Some battles are not worth winning. Okay. But the ego can get very, very attached. Okay. Extremely detached to expectations and outcomes, especially because of the way that we're conditioned. All of us are conditioned. You know, from birth, we are conditioned by our environment, our parents, our parenting, the country, the culture, the economy, the weather, all of those things, love, abuse, confusion, a mixture of all of it above. It's all about conditioning, your schooling, your education, your friends, how you treat your friends, how your friends treated you, all of it. I'm seeing your note, Debs. Yes, exactly. Oh, 1, 2, 3, you are on top of things. Oh, by the way, as a reminder, everybody, I know there's only a few people here right now, but the July reports will be out, I think tomorrow or the morning after. We'll see. Tomorrow night. It'll be very late tomorrow over here, so it might be Thursday or Friday for you guys. I know it's very late. Okay, well, it takes a very mature approach to let all the negativity go by through the process of surrender. Oh, hey, K-Toxic. Actually, no, I just wanted to make a point here. We started a few hours ago, and I just made a note early on in the show. I put this up here, okay? Please remember everyone who's here. This event is primarily for the non-USA crowd. And I'm doing it because I want to really support the non-USA crowd. We have a good crowd here on Sunday Night Lives and some of the other shows, but uh, I'm trying to grow things and expand, and because we do have a lot of visitors from outside the USA, but it's very typically not on a very convenient time zone. So I chose to start doing these things at early afternoon, late morning over here, which is evening over in Europe. I'll just show you. Hold on, Toxic. Hold on. Anyway, sorry, let's just get on with it. I'll have to get back to you later, Toxic. Where are you? Toxic, are you in the USA? Anyway, Debs, it's all about you now. Let's just focus on Debs, all right? This is about how to advance and grow and evolve and become happy and blossom and grow through the art of surrender, the art of letting go. Okay, let's cut it up. Bless you, Debs. Get cozy, get comfortable. It's already on the screen. You want all the negativity to go. And you have identified the word negativity, so you own it in there in some way, shape, or form or another, even if it's not coming from you. Okay? Here's your card. Surrender your attachment to results. Aha! This might be the key. Okay? It says here, the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. But then you have to let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage having any useful outcome at all. Okay? So, this actually, in some ways, it really doesn't require a lot of explanation, Debs. This is probably like a message that is very blunt, very simple, very direct. Probably something that you did not want to hear. Okay, if you're one of those people who's very like fixed in nature, like say you have a lot of fixed signs in you, like Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or something like that, or a combination, or you were brought up in a very strict way, and you're very, let's say you're a very capable person, and like you're used to, you know, setting things in motion, getting things done, and getting results. Okay, and then like when things don't turn out that way, it can be extremely frustrating. Okay, so when you attach yourself to a certain outcome, like I want this, and this, and this to happen in that kind of way, in and this time, for this, and that purpose. That's really like great if you're running a corporation or running a business, and everything needs to be done in a very managerial, executorial type of way. But sometimes when it comes to love and relationships and other things in life, it's completely useless. In fact, almost counterproductive. So there's no point in, I don't think I can add much more to this, honestly, Deb. It's such a blunt message. It's just literally like thunk right in your face. Okay, it's just right in your face. So it's almost like whatever you're expecting, give up. Okay, forget the results. Okay. In other words, it's almost again like bless your enemy. Like you just said here on the screen, you try to be friends and he was just being nasty. Okay, that's the result. If you wanted something that was different from his nastiness, but it didn't happen, then you're trying to fight nature. You're going against the flow of nature, and it's again, it's literally it's like give up. There's no shame in giving up. Why would you want to attach yourself to something that's really not healthy? Okay, why would you want, let's say, let's flip it around that way, love thyself. Okay, why would you want to be with someone or have something, friendship, kindness, consideration, or respect, love, romance, passion, whatever it is, from someone, and they're just nasty. Okay, just take things exactly as they are. Everything is exactly as it should be. Why? Because it can't be any other way. If you try to be friends and they're just nasty, that's the reality of it. You don't deserve that. You don't need it. There's no point in trying to reconfigure that. For all we know, they're nasty to everybody. Okay? Thank you so much, Debs. I hope this helped you. Okay, I've got to put this deck into shuffle mode. And next up, we're going to have Christina I forgot. Let me just say it. Also, I have to add something here. I saw that. Give me a second here. Christina, you're up, so be prepared to pick your deck. Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Okay. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to add a few people. Okay? So we're going to read for Christina next. Christina Legris, you want the Psychic Growth deck. Perfect. Okay. 1, 2, 3, you're going to get one. And Tamar Pass, you're going to get one. Okay? So I'm going to create 2 brand new Post-it notes over here. 1, 2, 3, and also for Tamar. 1, 2, 3, you're going to get a little micro oracle. Okay? You and Tamar Pass. You're going to get a little mini micro oracle reading as well. Okay? So I'll put you over here on reserves. And that's all. I can't take any more readings after this. So we're going to read for Christina, 1, 2, 3, and Tamar. And if I've got enough energy left, I'll read one for Jasmine, and we'll just put it on at the end of the show, and she can catch it on the action replay later. It was probably very, very, very late for her. Anyway, let's go for it. Christina, you wanted the psychic, is that correct? Yes, psychic growth. Okay. Let me just clear this deck, all right, Christina? Actually, I'm going to put it like this. Give me a second. I just have to put this deck away. Give me a second. We're going to go straight into your reading in just a moment, Christina Legris. Okay, Gaia deck. I'll just make a note of that. I see you, 1, 2, 3. I'll just put Gaia there. Uh-oh, Getty Schnickson is here. Good night, Debs. I got to check in Getty. Hi, Getty. I didn't know you were here. First time I saw your name on the screen, Getty. Anyway, those cards are shuffled. Let's go over now. We're going to read for Christina Legris. Okay? Hello, Getty. Hello. Getty, where are you? Please remind everybody where you are, okay? All right, Christina Legris. Let me just check something. I want to just check out, where are you anyway? You're over in the UK as well. Oh, You're joking, by the way. Oh, okay. Okay. I get it. Germany. Okay. I just got to sort this out before I get confused or lost. I'm sorry if it's taking delays on everything over here. Give me a second. In Germany, I'm just going to put GRM over here. Okay, I can't remember. Ausland. AU is Austria. I can't remember the European symbol for Germany. Sorry. All right, Christina, you're up. Here we go. It's just going to be one little mini oracle card, Christina. So get comfortable, Christina. Bless this little deck. Bless you all for being here. Here is your card. Vibe check, baby. Vibe check. Can you see this? This is actually a tuning fork, okay? Wow, wow, wow. Hey, you know those tuning forks? You hit them and they kind of go ding. All right, let's have a read for you. Let's see what she says. Vibe check. Okay. All right, Christina. As a sixth sensory person, it is important that you pay keen attention to the tone and level of vibrations surrounding you and seek to remain in good vibes, okay? Start to rate your vibes by how they affect you in all situations on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being super positive vibes that leave you feeling energetic, lighthearted, and relaxed. And 1 being negative vibes that leave you feeling drained, uneasy, insecure, and not yourself. Scan all situations with a vibe check. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, from the restaurants that you enter when you're feeling rich and you can go out all the time and eat whatever you want, to the new car that you're considering buying because you're so rich and you have infinite credit, to the hotel room that you pay for when you're going on luxury vacations, or whichever super yacht you're going to be hanging out in later this summer. Whatever it is, if the vibes feel good, carry on. If not, move to higher ground. Always, always move to higher ground, okay? You don't have to explain your vibes to trust them. A good vibe is good, and a bad vibe is bad. Bad, bad, bad. Feeling it is reason enough to trust it. You got to trust your feelers, trust your senses, okay? And that you can train yourself for that as well, because sometimes a lot of our senses are influenced by fear, okay, or expectation, or illusion or delusion. People who've been very badly abused are often basically conditioned to respond to fear and pain and abuse, and they're naturally drawn to it. So if you've had that kind of thing, you have to retrain yourself and reprogram yourself to understand what a good vibe feels like, and then not be ashamed of having good vibes and feeling good vibes and making deliberate choices to move away from negative vibes and move to positive vibes. None of that was written in the book. You don't have to explain your vibes to trust them. You don't have to explain them to anybody. You don't have to justify them to anybody. They're your vibes. A good vibe is good and a bad vibe is bad. Feeling it is reason enough to trust it. Aim to keep your experience at a 7 or above on the good vibe scale, preferably an 8 or a 9 or a 10. And if you're in a less than a 7 situation and you cannot move to higher ground, use other tools in this deck to protect and strengthen your aura until you can, okay? There are ways, okay? I have a song that's called I Am Guided, I Am Protected, okay? So I'm probably going to have to play that in a moment or later if I can remember, okay? Yes, trust your gut feelings, but also remember, Christina, a lot of our gut feelings are conditioned and programmed into us as well. You have your raw, natural gut feelings, but I wanted to add that, like a lot of people have been abused, their natural, like raw gut feelings get like reprogrammed to be ignored. So it's like you get trained to ignore the fear factor in your body. So it makes it much easier for you to like attract more negative situations. So you have to be careful of that. You have to learn. You have to learn what your vibes are and understand what a truly good vibration is. Excitement and thrills and hyperstimulation like is not the same as being happy and content. Okay, there's very different things. Okay, so you might have to go to like a vibe check training camp or something, but you're at a good place here. It's a really good place to start. Okay, Christina, thank you very much. I hope that helps you. So if you're struggling to understand all the psychic vibes, typically when people choose this deck, it's because they're getting more and more tuned into like ESP, higher sensory perception, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairsmelliance, all of it. So let's put this aside here. And 1, 2, 3, you're off having dinner and having an evening with your other partner, So you're going to get your reading anyway. Okay. I just got to shuffle this up and put it away, and you're going to get the Gaia deck. Okay. And whatever it says is whatever it says. Thank you, Christina. No problem. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. So the Gaia deck, let's pull it out over here. Thank you, Gaia deck, for being here. I love this deck. It's really good for stabilizing. Okay. Okay, cool. So you're here. Well done. Thank you, 1, 2, 3. In that case, I'll say hi. Let's just say, let's get personal. Okay. Good evening. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Thank you for being here. It's cool to hang out. We're over here in Los Angeles. Tarot Lumination is over here in Los Angeles. That's my sort of area right here. I'm transmitting from right here. Okay. That's where Tarot Lumination is. You're way over there in London. I think it's London, right? Okay, so here we go. You're going to get the Gaia deck live in London now. Here we go. Okay, so what have we got here for 1, 2, 3? Let's have a look. Let's see. All this talk about food and coriander and stuff. It's making me have an appetite. Okay. All right, here's your card. All right, 1, 2, 3, settle in. It says Sacred Earth Mother. Whoa, look at that. It's beautiful, huh? Just beautiful. These paintings, the original paintings that he does, they're about like 1.5 meters by 2 meters, something like that. They're big. And I think they're mostly like oil pastels on board, on like a hard board. Okay, let's get the book out here. Let's get started with the book first, okay? And then we'll offer some opinions. Look at that. Can you actually see the hands there? The hands are very sort of faint. They're like reaching out to the heart energy. Yeah, it's pretty raw. Hold on, let me just get tuned in here. Hold on, give me a second. That's it. It's very, very simple. Okay, for you, 1, 2, 3, it says here, it is a message of love. We travel the endless corridors of our mind until one day We find a pathway that leads us to our heart, our own heart. Who you truly are has nothing to do with your personality or your achievements or your successes or your failures. The you think you are is an actor playing a role that your soul has chosen. The essence of you is your soul. Okay? It is light with no other beginning or no other end. You are an eternal spark of pure creativity, unlimited potential that yearns to be expressed and fulfilled. Your potential is your destiny. It awaits your call. Trust your heart and apply its love and wisdom to all that you do. In this way, all that you create or do will be a true expression of your soul. It is through expressing your truth of the soul that you create things of lasting value. Be true to you, and I will add it again and again and again and again. Love thyself. Love thyself. Okay? It's just gorgeous. Love thyself, Sacred Earth Mother. Tune into you. Be your own best friend. Be your own confidant. Be your own guide. I'm going to have to play that song. I can see it now. I am guided and I am protected. Make it all about you. Put yourself at the very core center of your life. And like they were saying here, it's like, yeah, sure, we're on this planet and we have these things that we have to do. Like Tarot Lumination has to become successful and grow in order to prosper and things like that. So and that's a three-dimensional thing. But is that me? What about you, 1, 2, 3? As far as I remember, you're very musical. There are some musical people here, okay? I'm not sure if they're here tonight, but we have a lot of musical and artsy type of people who come to the channel, psychics and mediums and other healers and other readers and things like that. So you're kind of in a really good place. 1, 2, 3. It's almost like because I think we connected a while back, and there was this energy of you're kind of already tuned in and kind of a very loving kind of vibe. And that can be quite a responsibility. So what do you do with that? Where do you go from there? Because if you're already a very high sensory person or artistic and creative, uh, you're kind of operating at those frequencies that not everybody would even dare to operate. Because a lot of people say like, well, yeah, that's great, 1, 2, 3, being artistic and writing and music and all that, but how on earth are you going to make a living? It is possible to make a living in arts and music and writing. Um, uh, if you have like three-dimensional measurable skills, you can do that. You could be an artist for hire. You can do graphic design. You can be a musician for hire. You can write books. You can write journals and things. But sometimes, like if you're really on the tippy, weirdo, cutting edge, kind of like Tarot Lumination, and you just create for the sake of creation, it's a very, very, very scary place to be sometimes. So I think this is like just a reminder to it's almost like stay where you are. Just keep doing what you're doing, but just do it even more. Okay? Be be more willing to tune into your sacred self and build the power from within. That heart energy, it's so much about what we do here at Tarot Illumination, is bringing everything to the heart center. Okay? And you'll see it when we do the July reports. Thank you very much, 1, 2, 3. Good on you. Well done. It takes a lot of courage, 1, 2, 3. What are you guys talking about? 42. Yes, dear 1, 2, 3, like the more you're into it, the more you have to go into it. And it can get very, very weird and wobbly when you go really deep. Okay, Tamar, you're up. Tamar, did you already pick a deck? If not, please could you type it in on the screen and let us know? So Tamar, you are over there in the Netherlands. Which deck would you like? Psychic growth? How are you dealing with your psychic growth? Yeah, extrasensory perception and things like that. Do you feel like you need to come down to earth a little bit? Are you dealing with romantic issues? Are you struggling with deep internal battles that you can't figure out? So please pick a deck, okay, Tamar? I think you're still here. I saw your name on the screen a little bit ago. 42, that was the card number. I get it. Ha ha ha. Got it. Hitchhiker's Guide. I've heard that answer. 42 is the answer to everything. Got it. Got it. Got it. I get it. I get it now. Tamar, you're up. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. We've got to put a little thing for Getty. I forgot. I forgetty. Hold on. We're going to do this. Getty Schnickson. All right, there we go. So I'm going to put Getty over here. Okay, so this is how it's looking for the rest of the evening over there in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. It's morning for you guys. I don't think there's any Aussies here right now. Yes, hey Tamar, so which deck would you like? I see your name on the screen now. Can you type it in which deck, please? Which deck, please? There we go. So pick a deck. It's time to pick a deck. It is time to pick a deck. Okay, Tamar. Hello, Tamar. Okay, I'll just say hello. I'll try to do it this way. Tamar. Tamar over there in the Netherlands. It's very late at night. Thank you very much. Please, can you pick a deck? Psychic Growth if you're struggling with ESP. Gaia Earth if you want to come down to Earth. Romance Angels if you're dealing with, let's say, lovey-dovey issues. Power Surrender if you're dealing with some really tortured internal dynamic that needs resolution. We've got 4 decks. Please pick one. Type it in the screen. Please, Tamar, type it into the screen. Okay? Going back to the stage now so we can do the work. Oh, gosh. Okay, Tamar's not getting it. Let's have a look. Getty, in the meantime, could you let us know which deck would you like? Getty, what about you? Which deck would you like for your reading? It's just one card. It's just a little oracle. So you're active on the screen right now, so I'm asking you. Maybe the chat's frozen. I don't know what's happening. But Getty, could you please let us know which deck that you would like? There's 4 decks I just showed you. Just showed it on the screen. 4 different decks. Please pick one. We'll get that going in advance. I don't know what to do about Jasmine. Maybe I'll just do something random at the end. Okay. All right, so maybe the delay is really long on the chat. Tamar wants the psychic. Okay, now the chat is moving. Okay, so let me just make a note here while I see it on the deck. Tamar wants the psychic one. Okay, so that's the big one about the great beyond. And Getty wants the Romance Angels deck. Okay. Let's get romantical. Uh-oh. Now we've got another one. Git. Oh, all right, Git. Well, we'll see. It's kind of the end of the show already. We've been here for a few hours. Let's just see how I go. Give me a second here. Git, where are you? Git, where are you? Are you in Europe, Git? Are you over in Australia, New Zealand, India, Pakistan, Hong Kong? Oh my gosh, now some more people. Afia S, can you tell me if the guy I'm seeing is married and he's not telling me his name is Linford? Uh-oh, I don't know if I can do that, Afia. Let me just get on with the things that we have booked already. We're going to do a reading for Tamar, one for Getty. I don't know if I'm going to do Jasmine. I'd like to, let's see how we go. Sweden, okay. All right, so I'm just going to do this because I really want to honor the theme of the show. Okay, get over in Sweden. You're going to get one, okay? You're just going to get one. Just because you're in Sweden, okay? And you guys are going to have to stay up really late, and I'm just sorry about that. Get over in Sweden, okay? I'll just put SW for Sweden, okay? How cool is that? Let's have a look, okay? Get ready. And Tamar is taking the Psychics deck. I'm just going to put Jasmine on the side here. Don't worry, you'll still get the recording because everything is moving very nicely over here. You'll get the recording and you can watch it on an action replay if you have to. Oh, isn't that cute? I've never heard that before. You say it to each other. You're my 42. 42 is the answer to everything. Wow, that's cute. That's very, very cute. All right, Tamar. Tamar, are you male or female? I don't know what that name is. I don't know if it's a male name or a female name. Tamar. So it's just one little card. Let's see what happens. Get comfortable, Tamar. I like that. That's really, really cool. Hey, 1, 2, 3. I just want to tell you, I think that's really cool. I started to read the books about the Hitchhiker's Guide and all those other things. I didn't quite click. I know you're supposed to, but it didn't quite work with me. My brother bought me the whole collection. And I was hoping I would get to the point where I would discover the answer to everything that is 42. And I also learned one thing very important from my brother because he loved those books. And it's called an SEP. My brother taught me about, let me show you this, okay? I had to learn this the hard way. Okay, I can't do it here. Hold on. Hold on. SEP. So, dear 1, 2, 3, did you ever hear about SEP? Someone else's problem. I'm trying to train myself because I'm very porous. I'm very easily taken in with other people's energies and things, and I get confused and I lose my center. So I have to constantly remind myself that such and such and such and such is someone else's problem. And apparently that comes from the Hitchhiker's Guidebooks. So there. Thank you, 1, 2, 3. All right, Tamar, we're going to go back to you now. The cards are cut, and this is your card. Here we go. Talk shop. Oh, interesting. I think I know what this is going to be about. Okay, let's just get straight to the book, okay? Let's get straight to it. Okay, this is cool. This is going to be cool. All right, Tamara, I was going to ask, can you let everybody know, are you male? Are you female? Because I don't know the name Tamar. Okay? Tamar Pass, is that male or female? It helps to know sometimes over here. Here, let's have a look. It says talk shop. Okay? So can you see these two figures talking to each other? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, did you know this amazing thing just happened to me? Oh my God, have you seen your angels yet? Oh my God, I had this vision. Oh my God, did you see that thing on Tarot Lumination about the aspirin? Oh my God, did you see the thing about the disco lights? Have you made contact with the great beyond? Do you know how to get the healing power of love into your life from up above? I'm not sure about that. What are you talking about? Oh, well, let me tell you. So there's your reading. Thank you very much. Ha ha, just kidding. Okay, okay, dear Tamar, you know that you're ready to stand on your psychic legs when you can't wait to share wonderful psychic stories with your kindred spirits who also like to talk vibes. Okay? Well, you're in the right place here. You're in the perfect place here at Tarot Illumination. Okay, Tamar? Okay. Don't let your ego get in the way and convince you to hide your vibes or stop you from sharing the positive experiences they bring. Your ego would be acting out of fear and is trying to protect you from being hurt, such as being criticized by others for having your vibes. That's not allowed. It's not acceptable on this channel. You are awesome. You are cool. You are allowed to have your vibes, and you are allowed to grow and nurture and refine and improve your psychic vibes. You're in the right place. Okay. Who cares about what the other people think? Who cares? Your vibes take good care of you. It's time for you to openly and joyously acknowledge this. It's time to review your vibes from the higher plateau of love and generosity. Okay? Notice how peaceful you become when you are trusting in your vibes. And it's only natural to want to share your positive experiences with others, especially of like minded people. Sixth sensory people love to talk about their intuitive experiences and have a wonderful, colorful language that transmits the higher joy vibrations that are so enriching to the heart chakra. Yes, yes, it's perfect. This is perfect for you, Tamar. They use the word love a lot. And now, dear Tamar, it's time for you to join in. It's time for you, okay? This is your time, okay? When you share your experiences with other five sensory people, multi-sensory people, high sensory people, extrasensory people, don't try to convert them to let me read this again. When you are sharing your experiences with, let's just say, limited or five sensory people, please do not try to convert them to six sensory living. Just let the world know that you're comfortable trusting your vibes. You don't need approval from anybody. Your happy life is approval enough. In other words, just be you. Tune more and more and more and more and more into your vibes, okay? And then stay there, okay? Perhaps that's what's happening for you with the eclipses. You know, Tamar, like what happens with evolutionary gateways, you're going to find out more about that when we do the July reports. Let me check in with you, Tamar. So, Tamar, like if you're, let's say, like oscillating here, this is your life, and it's starting to unfold and expand, and you're becoming more and more psychic. Oh, this is so cool. Like, hey, let me tell you about this, and blah, 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 blah happened. And you're starting to hang out with more and more people like us, okay, and like everyone here in the chat. And then the eclipse comes along, and you enter this spiritual evolutionary gateway. And you're going to keep going, okay? But now you're at higher frequencies. So you're coming in here, the eclipses are going to catch you, grab you, take you up and above and beyond. And then you stay there. You stay up here in the stratosphere. Join us. You're in a good place, okay, Tamar? You're in a good place. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, thank you, Tamar. Getty, Getty Schnickson, you wanted a Romance Angels deck. Okay, you've got it. Don't you worry. All right, Getty, you're up. It's your turn. So put yourself here in the center. Get really, really cozy. Get comfortable. Nudge yourself. Shake it out a little bit. You know, do all that. Shake it all out, okay? And get centered. I would recommend getting comfortable. Put your hands on your heart and just hang in for a few minutes. Hey, Primary. You're in Vermont on a retreat. Whoa. Hello and goodbye. Catch you Sunday. Wow, cool. Please tell us about it. Primary, if you have a chance, please could you type into the Patreon members place and tell everybody about it? I would love to hear, and I think everyone else would love to hear. Please, please, please. Okay, Primary? Thank you. Oh, by the way, Getty, even though I live in Los Angeles and I'm surrounded by 60% Mexican Spanish-speaking people, I don't actually speak Spanish. Sorry. I tried. I went for I went for many months of learning. I went deep into Central America and signed up with a school to learn Spanish, and it still didn't work. I could make all the sounds, but I'm not very academic. Hold on, I gotta do some arranging here on the screen. Give me a second here, all right, Getty? I'm clearing that deck. All right, let's get to the romance, the lovey-dovey cards here, all right? So this one's for you, Getty. So anything can come up. Absolutely anything can come up, all right, Getty? Just get yourself comfortable, centered, and whatever it is what it is. It's always good. It's always good. Bless this deck. Bless every single card. Bless all of you here for being here tonight and wherever else you are, like in Australia and New Zealand. If you're just lurking and watching, you're welcome anyway, okay? Here is your card. Religious factors. Aha. So it says here, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, okay? That's actually kind of important. Some people, it's a very, very important part of their relationship. Hold on, let me read. You know, it could be anything, like, oh, like a Catholic and a Muslim, or a Buddhist and an atheist, or maybe your parents were very, very strict Orthodox, or maybe you're like a Scientologist, or maybe the other person is like a pagan, or whatever it is. All right, let's have a look. It says here, religious factors. This card reveals that religion and spirituality are subtle but very important factors in your love life. Perhaps you're looking for a relationship with a partner who shares your spiritual beliefs. If so, this card comes to you as guidance to seek your new partner at the church, temple, or meeting place associated with your faith or your spirituality. If you're currently with a partner who is not spiritually minded or whose beliefs are markedly different from your own, you may feel dissatisfied. You may also be influenced by family traditions that expect you to marry within your own culture or religion. The romance angels are helping you to address this issue, and they ask you to remain true to yourself during the process. Decide which factors you will and will not accept in your relationship and what your priorities are for your partner. For instance, it's possible that your love interest may live in the spiritual principles that you find important. For example, forgiveness, charity, kindness, and so on, patience, consideration, respect, but without having the same religious affiliation that you do. In other words, the key, really, really important things can exist in both of you and for you, but you could come from different religious backgrounds, okay? So the angels remind you that your partner, like everyone else, is a holy child of God in heaven. Everyone is spiritual in truth because everyone is spirit. Although it's not up to you to change your partner to match your spiritual path, your affirmations, prayers, and visualizations can have a positive influence on both of you and your relationships. So that's kind of a tough one, all right, Getty? It might take some time to consider if you want to. You know, we deal with all sorts of the stuff here at Tarot Lumination, and I understand these factors myself, having had to deal with these things myself in life and love and relationship. So, you know, if you need to, we can go into it a little bit deeper. I hope this makes sense for you. You don't have to tell us anything if you don't want to. If you want to, you can share your whole life on the screen. It's okay. But right now, this is just your private message for you. Okay? I just hope it helps. Okay? Get, you're up. Get, you're up. Which deck would you like? Get. You had that card before. Really? Here at Tarot Illumination? Really? Huh. Okay, I just have to shuffle the deck here a little bit, just clear it. Actually, I just cleared it. It's okay, we're good. So let's get. Yeah. So get, you're over there in Sweden. Okay? So get. I know it's very, very late. Okay, thank you. It's okay, Getty. Thank you for joining us. Get, you're over in Sweden. This whole show tonight is about everybody who's not in the United States. So thank you for being here. Which deck would you like? Get. We have 4 decks. Get. We have 4 decks. If you're dealing with psychic growth, extrasensory perception, struggling with becoming more and more spiritual, okay? Over here, if you're already way up in the clouds and you need to come down to earth a little bit. Over here, if you're struggling with romantic issues, relationship issues. Over here, if you're struggling with deep internal issues that feel like it's a knot in a tight not inside yourself and you need reconciliation and resolution. So please pick one of these 4 decks, okay? Which one would you like? Okay, the screen is frozen again on the chat, so I don't know what's happening. I'll just wait here. Let me just check in. I'm just going to hang out over here. Hello. Hello, get over there in Sweden. Thank you for being here. And someone else just showed up. Who was that? Zaire, somebody? Where are you, Zaire? Where are you, Zaire? Can you type it in on the screen? And maybe we'll have enough time and energy to give you a reading. I'm pretty much worn out. I can do get, and maybe I can handle Zaire. Depends if, where are you? Where are you, Zaire? Zaire P. Can you type it in and let us know? I'm over here. This is Tarot Lumination, okay? This is Tarot Lumination, and I'm over here in Los Angeles. And this is Venice Beach right over here. And this is where we are broadcasting from. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. So the chat opened up a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to wait here till I see the chat. Chat is for, it's moving again. It just started moving. Okay. The people are frozen. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep it going. Get. Get on the screen. Type it in. Let me know which deck you want to use. We got 4 decks. Pick one. Just type it in. Psychic, Gaia, Romance, or Surrender. Which one would you like? Pick one. Okay, I'm going to watch the screen. I'm going to go back to the stage and I'm going to wait patiently. I see the hint. Let me try that again. All right, so I've typed the message in the screen. It was a great idea, Fritterly. I think it helped a little bit. We'll see. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Git, where are you? Hey. All right, well, okay, I'm going to scroll back over here. There was somebody who showed up when they asked where. Somebody, where is that? Shea Butter Baby. Hello, Shea Butter Baby. Where are you, Shea Butter Baby? Git, I think Git went away. I don't know what happened. So Jasmine went away, and Git has gone away. That was kind of a sad thing. So we just finished reading, okay? And now, wait a minute. Zaire's gone. Zaire, are you still here? Who's Shea Butter Baby? Shea Butter Baby, where are you? It sounds like you're in the USA. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. 1, 2, I'm gonna wait, okay? If nobody's responding, if I'm not getting any response from Shea Butter Baby or you're in LA, baby. Hey, Shea Butter Baby. Welcome to Los Angeles. This is Tarot Lumination. Finally, you caught up to a live event. This is all about people who are outside of the United States, okay, Shea Butter Baby? This is Los Angeles, okay? This is Los Angeles. This is Tarot Lumination over here. I just showed that to everybody. Welcome, Shea Butter Baby. I gotta go back. I'm gonna wrap up the show. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap up the show. People, Jasmine disappeared. Git disappeared. And I'm not reading for the USA crowd right now. And Zaire disappeared. So I'm gonna make a note here. Tia Tiara. Good night, 1, 2, 3. Tia Tiara. Hello. Git and Zaire was here, but they're gone. And who was the other one? Shea Butter Baby. Shea Butter. There we are. Hey, Tia Tiara, where are you? Tia Tiara, where are you? I'm basically going to wrap up the show, I think. All right, I'm just going to wait a second here. And so where is Jasmine? Jasmine ended up being a no-show. I don't even write. Where is Jasmine? Oh, I'm sorry I lost Jasmine. And I'm sorry we lost Git. We'll just leave it like that, okay? So I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play I Am Guided, all right? Hold on, stay there. Stay there. Just going to... Here we go. Let's try this, people.
I am guided, I am protected, 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 I am guided, I am protected. When the light of hope it fades, when all faith is blown away, when all sense of trust goes down, when a smile turns into frown, when it feels there's no relief, nothing in which to believe, desperate in woe and grief, angels come reminding me, I am guided, I am protected, 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 I am guided, I am protected. Angels gather close to me, show me what I cannot see. Angels take me by the hand, lift me when I cannot stand. Angels lead me through the dark, soothe and tend a broken heart, laughing at the circumstance, crying while we sing and dance. I am guided, I am protected, 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 I am guided, I am protected.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Everybody over there in Europe and Eastern Europe and Norway and Sweden and England and everybody, sleep well. Most of you are probably in bed already. Good night. Thank you all for being here. We're going to do this again next Wednesday, okay? So hopefully, you know, spread it around. Hey, Frittily, I didn't know you did live shows. I had no idea. You'll have to, can you go to the, I probably have to do it through like the email or something. Let me know what to do, where to go, when to do it. It's very rare that I take the time or have the time or energy to go and watch uh, like things like Facebook and YouTube and things. I'm pretty much engrossed with the channel all the time. If not, I'm resting or I'm trying to work on music and art. And I have my little personal life as well. So I'm sorry if I never showed up. I didn't even know. I'm sorry for Tali. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to kind of like wig out a little bit here, leave you guys to it, have a little bit of fun, and have a super, super day. Okay.